Hi, welcome back everyone. It's Christy here doing the weekly reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the week of November 21st through to November 28th. With the moon this weekend moving through Sagittarius, I'm going to be conducting themed readings again for all signs. And this week, with regard to Sagittarius being the sign of the philosopher, we're going to be looking at themes of higher learning and awareness this week for your sign. So whatever is most prominent in your life, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to. And I hope that you find them helpful and healing. So what does Taurus need to know about higher learning and awareness this week? Anyone who enjoys this shuffling like I do, you will be satisfied to wait for jumper cards with me. But if you're not, or you don't have the time, feel free to skip ahead to when you see the cards laid on the table there. You can just do that by looking at the images below on your scroll bar. But I do prefer jumpers. I do guided readings, so I'm sort of guided by how to do this. I used to read very differently before the experiences I had regarding angels a couple of years ago, and I will be making videos about that in due time. But yeah, that's why I wait for jumper cards, just because I really need this guidance, the cards to choose this, or the angels to whom I've prayed before doing the readings. And I also want to give a quick shout out to all my subscribers. It means the world to me that you've subscribed to me, that you encourage me to do this, and that I help in some way with guidance in some way in your life. So I really appreciate that. Thanks for your vote of confidence. So we're just looking for one more jumper here. We're looking at Taurus regarding themes of higher learning and awareness. Now we got way too many there, so I'm going to keep going until we get one. All right, Taurus. So it looks like there may be a tiny bit of struggle for you this week. Not entirely surprised, to be honest, because you were having a fairly difficult week according to the cards last week. But you do seem to be pulling out of something here. So just to let you know what is laid down in which position, we have the squirrel, which is gathering. This represents you this week. Skunk is reputation. This represents the influence to your current position. And of course we have dragonfly, which is illusion. And this is your probable outcome. And otter as the general message card, coloring all influence here, as it's a general energy. And we're looking at woman medicine. So like I said, it looks like you're still moving through something that could feel a little bit difficult for you. And I do remember your spread last week because it was really, really overwhelming. If you were here and you saw it, you'll remember what I mean. And there's no two ways about it. You're struggling with something, Taurus, and you're definitely protecting someone. You could be protecting yourself, right? But I'm going to suggest here, and it's non-judgmental, and certainly don't judge yourself for this. You don't need to be mean to yourself or judge, but I just want to make it known that you feel as though it's worth it to protect yourself or someone else right now, but you're paying a price for that. And it might not be a fair situation. The price might not match, okay, what it's costing here. So let's look at these individually and then maybe look at why I might be saying that. We have you gathering something here. This is, you're really pulling something in. This is similar, not exact to, but similar to the way a crab acts, okay? We're looking at, a withdrawal, a squirreling away of information or even habits or of feelings, okay? This could very well be what's going on. And again, with the theme this week being higher learning and awareness, this is something is very, very difficult for you to look at in the face or to accept or to recognize. This is, you know, if you're busy squirreling away at something, if you're busy gathering, pulling something in, which is different than receptivity. Receptivity is a stillness. It's an acceptance, okay? Gathering is an action. It's proactive, right? But this is, and especially with skunk preceding this, we're looking at protection here. So what are you protecting this week? What are you paying? What are you getting out of it? What are you paying? Is it worth the cost? We're looking at higher learning. I'm going to suggest you're keeping, or something is being kept from you, but you're keeping something from getting out, right? You're not sharing something here. But again, you're protecting yourself. You're protecting someone else. My big question would be why, right? Like this is impeding awareness on some point, on some level. You know, if you feel like you could physically be hurt right now and you're protecting yourself, then by all means, protect yourself. But if you're protecting someone else who's hurting somebody or who has hurt somebody, you might want to contemplate that, okay? Because that's, now we're going into dangerous territory here. We're going into you're willing to, or by virtue of remaining ignorant to it, or by virtue of refusing to look at something, right? Gathering, I'm going to make myself busy. I'm not going to be receptive and take information for what it is, or I'm not going to look at what's going on around me, okay? This keeps you busy, right? Reputation precedes being squirreled up. You're squirrely. There might even be no rhyme or reason feeling, if not behavior, this week for you. Reputation preceding this is a big deal because this is what is influencing this sort of manic or even frantic behavior or concealment here because of a reputation. 100%, absolutely, no bones about it. The question is it your reputation or someone else's reputation? This is what I'd like to know here, because this is creating a consequence for you, and I'm going to suggest it's an uncomfortable one. There's something that's not comfortable here. Probable outcome is dragonfly. This is an illusion, okay? This is, I'm going to suggest here, a creation of or a containment or a continuous illusion here. Now, let's look at the terms just flat out. Reputation, gathering, illusion, Taurus. What is going on? Okay? What are you being held in illusionment about? Why are you being held there? Why are you trapped here? Why would you choose to be here? Who are you protecting and why, right? And if it's just not the right time to look at something, then it's not the right time to look at something. Maybe you don't have the energy, maybe you don't have the time. But that's not, there's something deeper here, right? Because there's a knowledge. Listen, the theme is higher learning and awareness. You are acutely aware of something here, but you're concealing this. So again, to what degree, for what reason, and what are you getting out of it? Otter is woman medicine. This is touching the whole reading. This is general energy for the whole week for you. This is definitely concerning a woman or a female activity or a concept this week. Someone who is a female or someone who, it could be you, but it could be another member of your circle somehow who is somehow featured in this predicament, I'll say, for you this week. Somehow another female, her safety, her well-being, her freedom, okay? Something around that is going on this week. If it's not another female in your circle, family, or work situation, Taurus, I will suggest that it's you. That you are the one, if you're a woman, to be feeling as though this is being superseded by protection. You know, you're unable to be free and feminine and yourself, right? That you have to hide something about that to protect yourself here or to protect somebody else. Here we have blessed. This is what I truly think that you sometimes go without recognizing, is that you truly are blessed. You really are. You can make a move here, Taurus, and you will be safe. But I do think that you believe on some level that you won't be, or that you've convinced yourself, okay, that you won't be. And it's causing inaction toward a higher good here because there's so much concealment. There's so much interest in protection of reputation as opposed to a revealing, or even a flat, just a truth telling, okay? And, telling the truth and then letting the proverbial chips fall where they may type thing. But again, if this is happening, I don't want you, and you have your reasons, I don't want you to think I'm judging, and I certainly don't want you to spend the rest of the week judging yourself for doing what you feel that you needed to do or that you had to do. I mean, we all do what we can at the time, but if this is reaching you and you are feeling this, I'm going to suggest that you please sit with what it is that you feel that you're concealing for what you consider a good reason, and just decide if there's a price that's too high that you're paying for that, or if someone could be getting hurt because of that, including you, okay? Surrender and release. Yes, 100%. These two things are really what, if you walk away with anything, please walk away with this. You are safe. Please pray if you feel like you need additional guidance or help. If you do need to turn to an actual person right now for guidance or help, please reach out. If you feel you need to make a plan, if you're in danger, please begin that now, okay? You need to put yourself first, Taurus. It's really important that you do that, okay? Because it's as simple as this. You can't take care of anyone else. You can't help anyone else if you're not around, right? If you're not solid and you're not healthy, okay, and capable and resilient, you can't continue this way and you can't help somebody else. So take care of yourself, surrender fears, and release the need to have everything figured out right now. You just need to take care of yourself. You just need to be honest. Maybe in terms of higher learning and awareness, the theme could be this week for you to get in terms with your own truth. Okay, not how it affects other people. You don't even have to tell anybody right now. This has nothing, you don't have to reveal anything of yourself right now, but you do need to come to terms with something within yourself right now. So maybe if you want to, and if you have the time, and if you're willing to go deep and be fair to yourself and to love yourself here, you might want to start asking, what do I really believe, and what am I really paying for what I think I'm getting? What am I giving up? And surrender fear, okay? Surrender fear. Have some faith in yourself. Have some faith that things will work out for the best for you. So that is your reading. I sincerely hope this works out well for you. I want to hear from you too, Taurus, because I know it's been a struggle this past few weeks. So if you want to chat or let me know how it's going, you can comment below. As I mentioned at the beginning, anyone who subscribes makes my day, so you can do that as well if you're not already. And you can like my videos. That really helps me out too. So until we meet next time, take excellent care of yourself, Taurus, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.